Imagine this. You're out for what was supposed to be a simple afternoon hike. Sun shining, water bottle in hand, maybe even a protein bar tucked in your backpack. You snap a few photos for Instagram, take that one trail that looked interesting, and then suddenly, hours later, the sun's dropping behind the trees. Every direction looks the same. Your phone has one bar of service. Your stomach growls, your water's half gone, and the forest is eerily quiet. Here's the shocking truth. Most survival situations start just like this. Ordinary days that take an unexpected turn. In fact, according to search and rescue reports, a huge percentage of people who get lost in the wilderness weren't adventurers, weren't mountaineers. They were just regular folks who underestimated how quickly things can go wrong. Now, the scary part? The first 72 hours, the first 3 days, are absolutely critical. How you handle those hours often decides whether you make it out safe or whether you become a statistic. But don't worry. By the end of this video, you're going to know exactly how to survive 72 hours lost in the woods. No jargon, no Boy Scout manual lecture, just clear, life-saving strategies explained like a friend walking you through it. Here's how we're going to break it down. We're tackling the survival trinity. 3 priorities that matter most when you're lost in the wild. Shelter, because your body loses heat 25 times faster when it's wet or exposed. Water, because you can only last about 3 days without it, and dehydration sneaks up quick. Signal and mindset, because getting rescued isn't just about waiting, it's about knowing how to be found and keeping your head in the game. Along the way, I'll bust a couple of survival myths, like why drinking your own pee is not the brilliant plan TV shows made it out to be, and give you quick, practical tricks you can use even if you don't have gear. Sound good? Okay, let's dive in. Shelter, your first line of defense. So, let's say night is falling. The woods are getting colder, shadows stretching, and your brain is already whispering, "I'm not ready for this." Here's the thing. Shelter is your #1 priority. More people die of exposure, hypothermia, heat stroke, or just plain exhaustion than hunger when stranded outdoors. Now, I'm not saying you need to build a luxury log cabin out of twigs. Think small, simple, protective. You want something that blocks wind, keeps you dry, traps your body heat. If you've got a jacket or extra clothing, great, layer up. No jacket? Pile up leaves, pine needles or dry grass, and literally stuff them inside your shirt. Congratulations, you've just made a wilderness puffer coat. Got a fallen tree? Use it as a base to lean branches against. Then layer debris on top. Suddenly, you've got a crude lean-to that can make the difference between shivering all night or actually sleeping. And here's a quick win. Elevate yourself off the ground. Even a couple of inches of leaves or branches underneath you can prevent a ton of body heat loss. It's like wilderness memory foam. Water. The clock is ticking. Okay, you've got shelter sorted. Next question, what about water? Now, most people overestimate how long they can go without it. 3 days is the absolute edge, but the headaches, confusion, and fatigue kick in way earlier. And trust me, you do not want to be stumbling around lost in the woods while dizzy and dehydrated. Here's the trick. Don't panic drink. Conserve what you have and start looking smart. Clear streams or rivers? Gold. But always, always purify if you can. Boiling is best, but even filtering through a clean cloth is better than nothing. No river in sight? Think small. Morning dew can be wiped up with a cloth and wrung out. Rainwater collected in leaves or containers is safe. Still no luck? Look for green vegetation. Dig a shallow hole nearby, and water might seep up. And here's the myth buster. Don't drink your own pee. I know, survival shows made it famous. But urine is full of waste your body's trying to get rid of. Drinking it just dehydrates you more. Instead, focus on finding sources, not recycling yourself. Now, you might be thinking, great, I can survive 3 days. But how do I actually get out? That's where signaling comes in. The goal isn't to just sit and wait. It's to make yourself impossible to miss. 3 of anything, 3 shouts, 3 fires, 3 whistle blasts, is a universal distress signal. Fire is a game changer. Warmth, light, morale, and a giant, "Hey, look at me," to rescuers. Bright clothing? Wave it. Got a mirror, phone screen, or shiny metal? Reflect sunlight. Signal seen for miles. And let's talk mindset. This is the real survival weapon. Fear makes you run in circles, waste energy, and ignore good judgment. The antidote? A simple rhythm. Stop. Breathe. Think. Act. Every time panic rises, repeat it. Stop. Breathe. Think. Act. That pause saves lives. So here's the recap. Shelter keeps you alive through the cold. Water fuels you for the fight. Signal and mindset bring the rescue to you. Surviving 72 hours lost in the woods isn't about being a wilderness expert. It's about staying calm, making smart moves, and remembering that you already have more resources than you think. Now here's the real question. If you got lost tomorrow, what's the one skill from today's video you'd rely on first? Drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear your survival plan. And if this video gave you even one aha moment, hit that like button, subscribe for more wild survival strategies, and share this with a friend who always gets lost on hikes. Remember, the nightmare only wins if you give up. Stay smart, stay calm, and you'll find your way out.